What's up, everybody? We got some new Better Call Saul leaks and images to cover today. Let's get right into it. Now, episode 3 is titled Rock and Hard Place, possibly a nod to Jesse Pinkman, referring to the war between Gus and the cartel as a rock and hard place situation. Peter Gould himself has described this episode as shattering. And I gotta add that what you're seeing now, unless otherwise noted, are all stills from this upcoming episode. The description says, still on the run, Nacho is forced to choose where his loyalties lie. That to me suggests that he'll be pressured to help Gus as opposed to his father. And curiously enough, one of the actors who portray the cousins posted on social media that we'll find out what happens to Nacho this episode. And he's curiously not in the description for episodes 4, so maybe he'll die. I sure hope not. But then again, Vince Gilligan had said on the Insider podcast that some things this season will happen sooner than expected. Anyways, let's get on to Lalo's plan. We know he's trying to find proof of Gus's involvement in the assassination attempt from last season, and he'll be wearing a fancy suit, entering a bar, and hiding behind a wall with a gun at the ready. A supposed insider on Reddit posted the following comment, so take it with a grain of salt. Quote, so I was actually on set one day watching a scene where Lalo was in a suit. It was a short, inconsequential scene, but what I saw was this blonde woman in a suit who we have never seen in the show before walked out of her house and locked it, and then Lalo walks across the street and goes into her house, end quote. Maybe this woman who attended the BCS premiere could be the same woman that this insider is referring to in this comment. There are some theories that this woman could be a high-ranking executive at Magical Electromotive. And since Peter Schuler is aware of Gus's plot to take out Lalo, there's a good chance that some of his subordinates do as well. Another major plot development is suggested by the next few images that I'll show here. They show Juan Bosa looking fresher than some farm-grown lettuce, Hector Salamanca and the cousins, and finally Gus Fring, presumably all in the same desert location. There's also a white van shown here.
Back at it again with the white van!
If you look closely at the shot from the trailer depicting a white van, its passenger is actually the man, the myth, the legend, Sus Fring. That makes me think that Mike might also be present in this scene, and that may be what the description is alluding to when it says that Gus and Mike ready the team for a meeting. The description also states that Jimmy must decide whether he wants to remain a friend of the cartel after his reputation is called into question. We know that someone will be building a case against Jimmy, and whoever this is plans on exploiting the fact that Jimmy represented Jorge de Guzman, now identified as Lalo Salamanca. It might be Howard as suggested by the trailer, or it could be the detectives from the first episode when Jimmy slips up and reveals Lalo's real name. Some more pictures show Jimmy holding a bottle and some circuitry given to him by Huel. Someone on Reddit said that this circuitry will be used to break into Howard's car, and I gotta agree since Jimmy is confirmed to be using Howard's car in his scheme with Wendy, which I'll bring up later. Hot take here, I think Judge Papadumian will get her first on-screen appearance as she was mentioned to be meeting with Jimmy last episode. Other images show Mike on the phone with someone, probably Nacho, and Kim staring into the distance with a cig in her hand. Now, some other promo stills from the final season that might not be depicting scenes from the next episode are going to be shown. Some show Jimmy in a couple of outfits, and these last few show him in his classic office from Breaking Bad. Some other images show Mike in an unknown Superlab-esque location, 2 separate instances of Jimmy and Kim cuddling on a couch, Kim in a suit, Lalo chilling inside a vet imposter style, and finally, Jimmy and Kim in the vet's office, examining what looks to be the same cipher-encrypted notebook from the cold open. Many folks, including myself, are predicting that this notebook is Dr. Caldera's list of his criminal contacts. And I gotta add a little shameless plug here. Stay tuned for our video on that notebook coming very, very soon. Before I end this video, I want to make some quick predictions about future episode titles and descriptions. The next few episodes are titled Hit and Run and Black and Blue, respectively. Episode 4, Hit and Run, is directed by Ray Seahorn, and its description states that despite assurances from the cartel, Gus takes extreme measures to protect himself against looming threats. Kim and Jimmy enlist the help of a local pro to put on a show for Cliff Maine, and Howard seeks outside counsel. I'm guessing that Bosa and co. basically say that they don't find Gus to be sus after their meeting in the desert in the last episode, but we all know how paranoid the Chicken Man can be. Maybe he's going to call up Magical Electromotive for some help in covering up his involvement in Lalo's death, or he's going to do something fucked up to Nacho's dad, assuming Nacho's still alive. I gotta say, guys, I'm 99% sure I know who this local pro that Jimmy and Kim will enlist is. I think it's Wendy from Breaking Bad, because we know that Jimmy is going to be dressing up as Howard to try to frame him in a prostitution scandal, and Wendy is confirmed to be helping him out. As for the outside counsel sought by Howard, I have no idea. Maybe it's Rich Schweikert or the PI, Dave Brightbill, who probably is assisting Howard in tracking down Jimmy. We don't really know. Now, very notably, the next episode, episode 5, Black and Blue, is the English translation of Breaking Bad Season 2, Episode 7 is titled Negro y Azul. That Breaking Bad episode is where this shot of Walt and Jesse is from. That's right, the same shot posted by the promo account on Twitter when they announced their return in Season 6. And also, Danny Trejo's Tortuga appears in that episode, so maybe he's going to make a return, and we'll gain some more insight into his and Bolsa's dynamic, at least until Bolsa had the cousin chop his head off. That's all I got for this video. Let us know what you think about these theories in tomorrow's episode in the comments below. Till next time.